Good morning, everyone. How you doing? This is Ryan. I'm back here. I'm actually in upstate New York here for a little surprise Thanksgiving trip, and don't have time to make a full video this week, just because I'm obviously traveling. We did a surprise visit. We didn't tell anyone that we're showing up for Thanksgiving, and we just walked in on Thanksgiving dinner. And just like many of you, I was loving the prices of crypto on Thanksgiving Day, and was just reminiscing years past, especially 4 years ago when we really took off after Thanksgiving. And certainly the price action on Thanksgiving Day was indicative of that. And then of course on Black Friday, we got a nice dump, a nice sell-off. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the crypto market? Is it over? I think a lot of us are getting the routine of just buying the dip, holding, and riding forward. And I don't think this is any real change. And I'm really looking at how close this market run is going to be towards the 2017 one. Are we going to top sometime in December with Bitcoin, then alts run into January, and then kind of fall into this epic fall? Like the epic fall is going to happen, right? But I think what's going to happen here is the timing could be a little bit different, or it could be the same. It's still unknown, right? But I'm more looking at price action. I'm really looking to see Bitcoin top around that $150,000 price point. I've talked about it a lot because last bull cycle we did a 17x of the all-time high. The previous bull cycle that we did like a 37x. So far we've only done a 3x. That's not bullish enough, right? I think 150,000 is an 8x. It's half of the amount of parabolic movement we had in the last run. So I think that's probable to occur here. And that's what I'm looking for. A lot of people are talking about elongating cycles, and that certainly could be the case. But it's not really what I'm looking for. If it happens, it happens, and we'll learn from it from the next cycle and try to price that in. But price action is something I'm more curious about. And I want to talk a little bit more about the general nature of these parabolic cycles that happens in crypto markets, and I feel like it happened in SPACs last year. The reverse SPACs that were coming out, any company that was doing a reverse merger was going parabolic. You get these big market makers that are like bulls in a china shop that just push the price. And a lot of those SPACs from last year are now like very low. Like look at something like Hyliion. I think Hyliion's down to like $6 a share. Pretty sure it went up to like $70 a share, right? So it's collapsed by like 80 to 90%. It's pretty incredible. And you have those same kind of market makers that are taking place in crypto. So it's, excuse me, sorry, it's a little cold out here. I'm not a big trader, but an investment I love like crypto, these players come into my market. This is a market I love. I'm an enthusiast. I use crypto everywhere I can. I'm a big proponent of Bitcoin Cash, and I own a lot of Ethereum and a lot of other cryptocurrencies like I've talked about on this channel. Guys, if you're watching this live, I'm not sure, I can't really tell. Give it a thumbs up so more people can see it. I appreciate it. But you have to understand the trader mentality when you're alive in this market. You can just be a hodler and just buy your favorite coins all the time. But the trouble is, if you're just going to hodl and you're buying coins now, you're going to have to wait 4 years to break even on it, right? So that's not as fun, right? A lot of these coins are going to fall quite a lot. Some coins I think will be more stable. I think the blue chips of the market, like the Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, these big players that you see getting adopted by like the PayPals, and every major retailer is going to start accepting them, or at least they're like offering their services. I shouldn't say every major retailer, but the first ones that'll get a lick. The first ones that like that are on MenuFi or AMC or any of these things that pop in the news, you'll always see those big names. So those ones will be less volatile, but still very volatile. This is still an immature asset class, right? But you'll be safer in those coins if you really want to hodl. But if you're speculating into coins like Shiba and Doge and I don't know, some of these Cumrocket. I mean, I don't know what you guys are buying out there, but you're gonna certainly those are coins that no one's planning to hold for the long term. And these market makers are going to destroy you. So you can also do things like timing, right? This pullback, let's say Bitcoin from 60,000 to 54,000, I think they're just testing liquidity. The whole market draws down. I think they have large amount of capital in each coin, so they want to see what happens when I liquefy, if that's even the right word to use. If I sell a lot of this crypto with this coin that has this market cap, what does that actually do to the price? How much capital can I actually get, right? So these are the coins I'm going to pack into as we get into the later parts of this bull cycle, and where can I actually make my real money in? So you got to look at the coins that have a lot of liquidity. They're going to be packing in these coins and be able to get some real money out of them. And if you go on, CoinMarketCap used to be better. They stopped looking at Bitcoin Cash's market cap, or they stopped reporting CoinFlex's amount of liquidity that Bitcoin Cash has. They're one of the biggest aggregators of Bitcoin Cash, but that's a resource to use. I think CoinGecko is another good one. But look at these, look at these coins that have good market cap, and yeah, I think just in general, you're in good shape moving forward. And again, you're in a trader's market. I'm not really a trader, so I have to study a lot of traders, great traders. My good friend Alex with Blood Phantom 81, he's a great chartist. He doesn't make a whole lot of crypto content, but when he does, it's extremely valuable. I talk to him quite often, and it's just looking at patterns and moving averages of cryptocurrencies. And it's something that takes more of a technical effort. If you're worried about short-term price action and where you are in the day-to-day, and if you're in a downtrend or an uptrend, there's another really great Twitter page called Trader SV. Trader SV. I'll put both of these names in the pinned comment because you guys should really check him out. He pretty much called this pullback to 54,000 before running forward, and so far, if it does that, I mean, it's a pretty incredible call. And again, it's just moving patterns and flushing people out and testing liquidity for the next leg higher. And we're still, I believe, climbing the wall of worry in the bull cycle, when I think later in the cycle, you're going to be caught into bull traps, and it's going to be very painful and violent and tough for many to comprehend, but hopefully you learn valuable lessons in your investing career. I learned a lot in 2017. I lost quite a bit of my paper capital, but I didn't give up. You know, I knew the asset class I was holding. I knew I loved it. It was something I was passionate about it. So I just kept on buying for the next, few years, and it allowed me to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is pretty cool. So if you do mess up this market cycle and somehow you're catching this video later, don't feel down on yourself about losing money in the market. Take everything as a learning stride, right? Everything is an opportunity to get better. Life is just all about, trial and error. That's all it is. What are you able to learn and react from situations in your life? So I hope all of you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. I certainly did. I've been taking it real slow. I've been getting lots and lots of sleep. I realized I've been not sleeping well. So on this trip, I have a lot more helping hands here with my family. I've been sleeping like over 8, almost 10 hours a day, and I feel really good right now. So I'm gonna try to keep that going. Make sure all of you guys are taking care of yourself and spending a lot of time with loved ones. That's really what it's all about. Making money is a lot of fun because it makes your life better. It gives you more freedom to do the things that you love. So stay warm if you're out there. I'm gonna try to see if there's anyone in the comment section here. I'm gonna try to play around with the phone. Give me just a second. Boy, it's cold. I don't know if I can tell. Put the phone this way. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But if leave me comments down below. As always, I will reply. Have a happy holiday season. I'll be back next week with another video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Sorry, I don't want to mess up the camera.